Listen, man, if you guys are looking to buy a godly NBA 2K19 account, hit up Legit Accounts. They're 100% legit. Links will be in the description. Now let's get right into the video. What's good, YouTube? We're back with another video. And before we get started, I just want to say thank you guys for 6,000 subs. We've been growing pretty fast, especially with me not uploading as much. So that really means a lot. And I just want to let you guys know that I appreciate all the love and support. But for today's video, I have another tutorial for you guys. So if you remember in my how to dominate with a shot creator video, I told you guys, you give me 1,000 likes, I will go ahead and drop a part 2 where I will show you guys more in-depth combos and just how to score with your shot creator, especially if you can't speed boost like me without takeover. So you guys went crazy. Y'all gave me like 2 point something K likes, so here it is. So real quick, I'm gonna show you guys all my animations. Some of these you're probably gonna need to do some of the moves I do if you want to do them the exact same way. If not, that's still fine. Some of these are doable without that. So I'm gonna hop into my court and then we're gonna get started. So I'll be right back. So for our first move, we're gonna start out pretty simple, and we're gonna be doing something I just call a pop out, or kind of like a step back. So basically, this is just a move that you can do to create space to get away from your defender. And to do this, all you're doing is you're holding turbo, you're pointing the left stick in the direction that you want to go, whether it's left or right, and whichever direction that you're going, you're going to flick the right stick in that same direction. So if you're holding turbo and you're sprinting to the right, you're going to flick that right stick to the right, and then he'll step back to the right. It's pretty simple. You're just stepping back. So I'll put it like this: whichever hand that the ball is in, that's the direction that you're going to flick the right stick. And as you can see, it's a pretty good move. It's really simple to do. If you have any type of ankle breaker, for the most part, you'd probably need silver at the very least. But it's a very great move to get away from your defender and to break ankles, especially if you have something like a lockdown on you or just anything that can reach and steal the ball from you. So it's a very simple move, but like you cannot go wrong, and it breaks a lot of ankles, especially in takeover. Now for this next move, you guys are going to need the Kemba Walker standing size up combo. So if you already have on all my animations, you should be fine. If not, make sure you go ahead and pause the video and go ahead and grab that real quick, because you're going to be comboing that move with the pop out that I just showed you guys how to do. So to do the standing size up combo by itself, all you're doing is flicking the right stick forward. Don't touch turbo, don't touch the left stick. You just flick it forward, and then he'll go between the legs twice, and I think behind the back, something like that. But all you need to pay attention to is which side he goes between the legs on, because after he goes between the legs the first time, you're gonna run that opposite direction and do the pop out. So right here, ball's in my left hand, I'm gonna flick the right stick forward, he's gonna go between the legs to the right, I'm gonna sprint to the left and then flick that right stick to the left to do the pop out. And that's how you're gonna create your space. Now, one last time in slow motion, you're gonna flick the right stick forward. He's gonna go between the legs on the right side, because that's the side you started with. Now, since you started with the right side, you're gonna go the opposite direction. So you're gonna go sprint left and then do the pop out. And you see how much space you get, and then you just shoot the shot. So I'm telling you guys, it's a super effective move. I do this move a lot. I do this move probably the most out of anything, out of all my other moves. I do this move the absolute most, and it breaks a lot of ankles. So you'll see in these clips right here, this guy reaches, he misses, and then I just step back and take the three. So I'm pretty sure he thought I was going towards the baseline, but I stepped back and I got my shot off. So same one right here. I actually stepped back here because I knew that he was going to play help defense, so I needed to get back further away. And like I told you guys earlier, it's a lot faster while you're in takeover, especially if you can speed boost, I promise you. Now, next, I'm gonna show you guys another move to add to that last combo that I just showed you guys, because occasionally people will be prepared for you to pop out and they'll contest your shot. So if you're playing comp or a lockdown or just somebody who knows what they're doing, occasionally that just doing that move alone won't be enough. So to neutralize that, you're gonna do the pop out, or you're gonna start with the Kemba, you're gonna start with the size up, I'm sorry. Then you're gonna pop out, and right after you pop out, you're gonna hold turbo in the opposite direction that you stepped back, and then you're gonna flick the right stick down and do it behind the back. So I'm doing it all fast right here. I'm gonna slow it down for you real quick. I'm gonna hit the Kemba between the legs, I'm going left, I pop out, I'm sprinting to the right, and then you're gonna flick the right stick down to do the behind the back. So after this move, I pretty much like to do dribble pull-ups most of the time. So especially if I'm in takeover, I'll take the dribble pull-up 3. Sometimes even if I'm not in it, I'll take it. Or if I can stop and plant my feet, I'll take a standing 3, or I'll just go to the mid-range. So you see it breaks a lot of ankles and it keeps you in motion. The behind the back is so fast, you don't have to stop and do another move or reset and give your opponent a chance to get off the ground if you break their ankles or just do something else. So you see, I stop right there. He thinks I'm gonna take that 3, and then I spin it around, go loop it behind my back, and then I take that dribble pull up. For this next move, make sure you have all my animations, just like for the last one, because I don't know how it works any other way, or if the move will come out the same. But basically, all you're doing is a hesitation spin move baseline. So if you're on the right side of the goal, make sure the ball is in your left hand. You're gonna hold R2 and flick the right stick to the left. Now after you do that, that will start the hesitation. Now immediately after that, you're gonna spin the right stick counterclockwise and then attack the rim. So normally I like to do reverse layups or maybe a baseline dunk or maybe even a floater and sometimes a step back. Now let's slow it down. You're gonna hold R2, flick the stick in the direction that the ball hand is in, then you're gonna spin that right stick counterclockwise, and then at this point either you're gonna be going baseline or you're gonna have a free route to the rim. So like I said earlier, occasionally your man will cut you off. So if they do, that's when you maybe do a step back or like a hop step jumper. And if you need to know how to do one of those moves, check out my How to Dominate with a Shot Creator, because both of those are in that video. Now I'm gonna show you guys another way to combo out of this move, or just something that counteract a good defender. So after you spin, after you go counterclockwise with the right stick, you're just gonna double tap square and do a spin jumper off of the spin move. Now a lot of times this catches defenders off guard because they just expect you to just rim rush into the goal and not know what you're doing. But if you can tell that they're gonna cut you off, then as soon as you hit that spin move, you're just gonna double tap square, and after that second tap, you're gonna hold and time your jump shot and do a spin jumper. So you see right here, I broke his ankle, so I'm going all the way to the rim. I'm gonna just see what happens, and I ended up dunking past that guy. So right here, I see I got room for the baseline, so I go for it. Now this next clip is an example of me not making it to the rim, and I can tell. So I go ahead and pull the hop jumper towards the baseline to get myself open because I know he's not expecting it. And on this last clip, I just take the standing shot because I'm pretty sure that guy was a rim protector. But there you go. Next up, I'm gonna show you guys how to do a simpler move, and that's the shimmy post fade. So in How to Dominate with a Shot Creator, I showed you guys how to do a regular post fade. Honestly, the only difference between this one and that one is you're doing a little dream shake to fake out your defender before you do the post fade. So to do this, you're just gonna hold L2 so you have your back towards the basket, and then you're gonna point the left stick either towards the baseline or away from it. And after you point which direction you wanna go, you're gonna double tap square, and after that, then you're gonna time your post fade release. It's that simple. So hold down L2, point the stick direction you wanna go, point the left stick to be exact, and then you're gonna double tap square to do the shimmy, and then after that you're just timing the fade. So I don't know what it is, but this move feels easier to green than a regular post fade, and it actually works. Like I've noticed a lot of times people don't know which way I'm gonna go. So like I said, man, it's super effective. You just gotta know how to green it or know how to make it. Here we have another simple move. I'm gonna show you guys how to do a crossover into a behind the back and then a pop out after. Now this is good to break ankles and to get open. So to do the crossover, you're just gonna flick the stick to the off ball hand. So you're flicking the right stick to the off ball hand, and right after you do that crossover, you're gonna flick the right stick down to do the behind the back, and then like I showed you guys the first move, you're gonna do the pop out right after. So it looks a little bit weird because I'm doing it in a half court, but most of the time this is a move that I would do probably like near half court to get myself freed up around the 3-point line. Because usually, like if somebody's setting a screen, I'll try to cross my man into the screen and then go behind the back the opposite direction and pop out and take a 3-pointer. So I know I've been going fast. Let me slow it down for you guys. So say the ball is in your left hand. You're gonna flick the right stick to the right, and then immediately after you're gonna flick that right stick down to do the behind the back, and then you're gonna do the pop out like I showed you guys earlier. So it might look a little weird because I'm doing it in a half court set. and if I don't do it right, I'll end up showing you guys the view from the other side of the court. But real time right here, see, I do it, then he reaches, I go behind my back, and I free myself up for a open 3. Now sometimes you can honestly just do one crossover and then spam another one the other way to lose your man, and that's what I did there, and I found myself open for a free layup. Last but not least, there's one more move I want to show you guys. Now I know a lot of people know how to do spin jumpers, but I feel like they don't use them correctly or use them the best way that they can. So you can honestly use the spin jumper to seal your man behind you, and I'm pretty sure, as everyone knows, it's very hard to play defense behind somebody this year. The only build that really can, for the most part, is any build that's tall or a lockdown. So if you angle yourself correctly and you just do the spin jumper, as soon as you have like a little bit of gap between you and your man and he's chasing you, you can either spin off of him or you can spin in front of him, and this also helps a lot if you play Pro-Am, and it'll help you beat the zone. Now that's all for this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video if you made it to the end. If you would like a part 3 to this series, I just need 1,000 likes on this video and I'll drop another one. So subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch the rest of y'all in the next one. Peace.